Hey, what's happening? AP Human Geography e-learning. It's Mr. Majewski. I am checking in here. I figured I needed to start giving you guys some live video updates here under the unusual circumstances that we are in. So this is my week 29 preview of what you will be looking forward to. Now I want to point out to you, this is actually a 2-week assignment. What I mean by that is I'm assigning it today, but the deadline's actually Monday the 30th of March. So after spring break. So you actually have 2 weeks to get this done. Let's go through the assignment really quickly to make sure everybody is on the same page. Okay, first off, let's start. As always, you have the Learning Journal. Now, folks, the Learning Journal, I just don't understand why folks don't do it. It's literally the easiest 10 points that a teacher has ever come up with. Now, I know you don't love learning journals, right? But it is a requirement of e-learning classes, and you have one every week. I'm no mathematician, but this is week 29, and you've had 29 of these. That's 290 points that you people have left on the table in some instances. Literally, watch my head. How is this happening? All right, do the learning journals. Hey, go back and make up learning journals that you miss. You just have to let me know because I don't get a notification of that on Schoology. All right, so learning journal, plan for the week, what you learned for the week. I don't care what the paragraph is. It's our check that you actually checked in that week. It's how we, quote unquote, take attendance in e-learning. And so that's why you do it. Please get it done. It's easy. Thank you. All right, so we're moving into week 2 of our Geography of Industry. Now, folks, this is economic geography. It's industry and development. We already covered development earlier in the year. So really, we're reviewing development at this point. The only new stuff for us is industry. So what do we have? We have a set of slides this week. I've divided the slides into 2 sections. All right, the first section is slide 1 through 39. There it is. Those are the slides themselves. All right, you're going to go through those slides while you watch my video. You must watch my video. All right, the video is 40 minutes long. It goes with the slides as you cover them. Then once you are done with that video / set of slides, you come down to this discussion post, folks. You need to come up with 5 questions from the lecture video / slides. Things that you need more clarification or explanation on. And they need to come from the different sections of the slides because I want to make sure that you have covered all of them and that you've gone through them with efficacy, with diligence. So again, in that discussion post, you're going to be posting at least 5 discussion questions that you have after having watched the lecture slide / video. If you're a genius and you understand everything after those lecture slides, well, shout out to me for my amazing lecture. I don't think that's possible. But then you still need to come up with the questions because, quite frankly, other students are going to have questions and you're going to anticipate what those are, even if you understand everything from the slides yourself. Folks, because this is a 2-week assignment and because we are not going to be able to obviously cover everything at the pace that we would like under the circumstances, you've got to do this 11-2 chapter guide. I know chapter guides are the bane of your senior existences. All right? If I can show you my Aries gradebook, the chapter guides are a virtual black hole. Well, in Aries, they're red, so they're a red hole. But the whole point of this is we've got to get these chapter guides done. They must be done to make up for the fact that we do not meet in person all the time, nor do my lecture videos cover all material. Do it. Get it done on time. Have it done by the end of spring break. All right? That'll really take us through the end of industry and into our development review for the week. Now, this looks like a lot here. It's not. Trust me. All right? We have a quick development review. That's slides 41 to 62. There is a 15-minute lecture video that goes along with that you should watch. Once you have completed that video, now you need 3 questions from this set of slides. That you come up with on your own that you need further clarification or explanation on. You're going to post them into that discussion post. Then we're going to, for the last part of this unit, we're going to be taking a look at the UN Sustainable Development Goals. So I'm going to click on that right there. Actually, I already have. It's going to take you to this. It's going to show you a set of what are called goals that the United Nations has created in order to boost development around the world. Now, they started with 8 in 2000. Those were called the Millennium Development Goals. In 2015, they added to them. They created new ones. They're called the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. And these are the things the UN says we need to do to boost overall world development. Go through this video right here. It explains each of them very briefly. All right. Once you have done that, I want you to actually come to the UN site and do a little bit of investigation of these various Sustainable Development Goals. What do I mean? Well, if you just click on the goal, one, I think it's cool, is it takes you to the targets and indicators. This is what the goal of this, the goal is. This is what they're trying to do. By 2030, in order to end poverty, they're trying to do these specific things. So they want every single person in the world to be making more than $1.25 a day. I mean, that doesn't seem like a lot, right? But in today's reality, that's what we are facing. All right. So each of these are the targets that we're shooting for. And then if you come back up and look at the progress and info, it gives you an update as to where we are, how close we are to achieving it, what successes we've had, what obstacles we've faced as well. All right. Now, hey, you get the freedom to really be able to choose which goals you want to investigate. All right. But you should be familiar at least with the basics of each of them. Yes, there are 17 of them. But again, I just want you to click on them, take a look at what the basics of it are, maybe 1 or 2 targets, and then just a quick update on the progress. All right. The reason we are doing that, folks, is because you're actually going to be creating or filling in a bracket. Now, you might be familiar with the concept of March Madness. Sad news, it was canceled. It's a really, really popular college basketball tournament. They have these huge tournament brackets, right, with over 64 teams in them. We've kind of taken the idea of March Madness, and we're going to be creating our own bracket, only we're going to be matching up our Sustainable Development Goals. And what you folks are going to be doing is you are going to be essentially, let me go to the assignment here, right? Click down on the brackets. Well, first I'll read the instructions. You're going to read over each of these indicators, decide for yourself which of the 2 that I've matched up are the most important for the UN to pursue to boost overall world development, in your opinion. All right. And then you're simply just going to type the name of the winner in each of them. So again, let's look at this huge bracket. All right. In this first matchup, we've got climate action against industry, innovation, and infrastructure. So look what I've done here. I've actually hyperlinked the goal from the UN site there. So you can click on it, do a quick read of it, click on this one, do a quick read on it, and then whichever one you think wins, you'll just type it in. All right, winner, winner. All right, type the name in there. Right, and then you'll continue to do that. All right, you'll continue to do that all the way down the page. To the next matchup, life below water against affordable and clean energy. And you'll just keep going. We've got gender equality against peace, justice, and strong institutions. And then quality education against reduced inequalities. Well, it's a 16 goal matchup, so we've got the other 8 goals on the other side. And what you're going to eventually be doing is each time that they move on, they go to the next round matchup as well, right? So the winner of that round will face the winner of this matchup here, right, in the second round. Until eventually, right, you get to the center where there's only 2 goals left and you will choose the champion. All right. Once you've chosen the champ, as you can see here, you're going to be putting the champ in the champion spot here, right? Look at the final champion, right? Matchup is going to end up there. So again, you just follow the brackets all the way through until you end up with one champion. You're choosing who that is, and again, you just simply type in the winner in each round into the box for yourself. When you are done with this assignment, you just submit it to Mr. Majewski like it's a regular assignment. And so I should receive this bracket back fully filled in based on who you think the most important SDGs are, culminating with a champion. All right? One last thing for this assignment. Once you've done the matchup, once you've filled in the bracket, oh my goodness, what did I do? Once you have filled in that bracket, you come down to this final discussion post. What sustainable development goal was your number one, was your champion, and why? You do a quick discussion post that explains which one you chose and why you chose that one. So, guys, in the interest of time and efficiency, we are really covering a lot of material the next couple of weeks here. And we have a number of discussion posts, right, that prove that you have covered the material. We also have that chapter guide to do. I would be remiss, as always, if Mr. Majewski did not mention there are some map quizzes. We have a detailed world regions quiz. We also have a new map quiz, Southwest Asia. As always, I have the map practices there. You practice, practice, practice over and over and over again. Once you've got the practice down, go ahead and take these quizzes. The real thing, you only get one time to take them both. All right? Hey, thanks so much, folks, for listening. If you have any questions, please email me or hit me up in the messages. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. I'm signing out for week 29. It'll also be week 30 in retrospect. All right, take care, folks.